So last week I decided to do an ASMR video for my channel, which by the way by now has 115 views only. So if you haven't checked it out, I'm gonna link the video somewhere over here on the screen and click it and watch it and check it out and let me know how it is. Hey guys, welcome to What Makeup. If you're new here, then hi, I'm Bon and welcome to my channel. So I did a full face of makeup, not saying a word about what those products are, but just showing you and using those products for the purpose of ASMR. And this video is about me telling you all about those products and why I recommend them and why they are products that I'm reaching out to the most right now, because the best part is that they are from the drugstore. They are super inexpensive, they are easily available online and even at your local cosmetic stores, and they are literally products that work beautifully for me, for someone like me. If you are someone who has brown skin or dusky skin or medium complexion, I think these products are going to work great for you as well. So if you want to know what those products are, then let's get started. So starting off was with primer, and the primer that I used for my skin was this one from Maybelline, the Master Prime by Face Studio, Maybelline, New York by Maybelline. It is not one of the, I would say, the most hydrating primers that I've used, because my skin is dry and you guys know I always keep saying that I like things that are more hydrating and dewy on my face. But at the same time, I really like this primer for the fact that it does make sure to blur out my pores in my cheek area on the most middle part of my T-zone, and it kind of fills in the pores and it kind of gives that blurring effect. So when I put in my foundation, it doesn't look like I have these like small pits that are like kind of visible from the foundation and over the canvas. So I really like this primer. In fact, this is one of the very old tubes that I have that I just forgot about, or I don't know why I never reached out to, and I have been having it in my collection and I just saw it the other day and I have just not been able to stop using this. So if you want to look out for a good primer for your skin and which does not leave any tint and is also medium like hydrating and dewy and does give that much of moisturization for your skin, so check this one out from Maybelline. Next up was foundation, and I used this one from Maybelline, the Superstay 24-hour full coverage foundation. And in fact, I have definitely bought this foundation before a couple of times, but I think I was always getting the wrong shade, and the shade match being wrong and not suiting my complexion, I don't think I ever had any like thoughts and opinions about this foundation in general. But right now I have the right shade with me, which matches me really nice. I have the shade 312 Golden, which is a beautiful shade match for someone like me. If you are medium skin, dusky, have a lot of yellow or golden undertones, I think this foundation is going to match you beautifully as well. And I used to think that this is going to be a very like, what should I say, like a heavy full coverage foundation that's going to make my skin look very cakey, and I don't like makeup to look like makeup in general, though I love wearing makeup, but I don't like my face to look like I have tons and tons of makeup or foundation on. And somehow if you do use this foundation in very sparing quantities and make sure that you don't go in with a lot of product the first go, you can build this up and you can make it look like very skin like, very breathable. So it's a beautiful foundation. If you guys are looking out for a good foundation which is super affordable, I think this is right now probably even on discount on Nykaa, so check it out. But yeah, if you are looking for a good foundation in general, that is something from the drugstore and that is super wearable for daytime, for nighttime, you can build it up and not expensive, then check this one out from Maybelline. It's a really nice foundation. Coming to color correcting and concealing, for my corrector I use this K by Katrina corrector, the orange corrector from the brand, and I really like this corrector because it does not make my skin like too orange, because there are correctors that are so pigmented that by the time you end up blending them, they're just like all over your face and your entire face is looking like green or orange or whatever color that you're using. So it's a very nice crayon format and you can keep sharpening it as you keep running out of product, and it blends out really beautifully with your hands or fingers. So it's a very good product to use and very inexpensive again. And for my concealer, if you guys haven't watched my concealer video, I'm going to link it somewhere over here, but I have talked about this concealer before. This is the LA Pro Conceal Concealer in the shade Pure Beige, and if I have not already talked about this concealer. I should just say this, that it is probably not one of my most favorite concealers, that I would say like my top 5 or my top 3, but it does rank in my top 10 concealers that I use, because the best part is that obviously, apart from the fact that it is, I think it just retails for $4.99 or $500, it does have a beautiful shade range. So there's something for everyone, all kinds of skin tone, whatever your undertone is. And also the fact that it is not extremely heavy and very dense to wear under your eyes, because I am someone who has a lot of creases and fine lines and wrinkles under my eyes, so I have to kind of very carefully use concealers for my under eyes, else they start settling under the skin, and this does not do that. So it's very nice to wear on the everyday and on the regular basis for your day-to-day like makeup. So if you guys want to check out a good concealer from a brand that is easily available and not very expensive, check this one out from LA Girl Pro Conceal. Coming to setting my entire face with powder, and I use this loose powder from Maybelline, the Fit Me loose powder in the shade 20 light medium. It is one of the best drugstore loose powders that you can probably ever find and use, and if you guys haven't checked it out, you definitely have to, because I think the entire Fit Me collection from Maybelline itself is very good. The blushes, the foundations are very nice, the blush palettes are very nice. So if you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. But if you are looking for a good loose powder, I think this is a very good option. The best part is that it is not pigmented in the way that it's going to leave any gray or white cast on your skin, because there are powders that they go by the name of being translucent, but as soon as you apply them, they're either too yellow or either too white, and I don't like my loose powders to be like that. So if you are looking for a good loose powder from the drugstore, check this one out from Maybelline. Coming to bronzing, I use this bronzer from L'Oreal, the L'Oreal Back to Bronze. It's a very nice bronzer for the price. I was almost like blown back by how creamy and how buttery the texture is, and it does not go patchy at all on the skin. And with me, I always kind of struggle to find bronzers that work for my skin tone, because either they are too orange or red or too muddy that my face starts looking like I have slathered my face in mud, or they are too cool toned and too, like, I would say neutral and very light brown in shades that they just don't show up on my skin. So for me, there are very selected bronzers that I can work with and make my skin like look bronzed up, not anything else. So this is a very good bronzer from the drugstore. Coming to blush, oh my god, you guys have to check out this blush palette, and actually the blush palettes that are there in the series from LA Girl. The blush palettes are so amazing, especially this one. This is almost like the dupe of the Anastasia Beverly Hills blush. I don't remember the name, but there is a series of blush trios that Anastasia does, and I think this is pretty much similar to one of the palettes that they sell, and it's super nice, super pigmented. The color scheme is very nice. It's on the more brown, neutral, peach and corally side, so it kind of goes pretty well with someone like me who's medium skin, because I don't know if a lot of people realize, but not all blush colors also suit all skin complexions and all skin like colors. There are certain colors that really are very complimenting, and for someone like me, I think I always kind of gravitate to this palette, which is more peach, which is more coral, which is more like neutral, orangey, not very orangey, but on the neutral side of orange. That kind of makes someone in my skin complexion spectrum look very flushed and very glowy. So if you are looking for a good blush palette, I don't think this was very expensive also. It is pretty much affordable. I don't remember the exact price range of this, but check this one out on Nykaa or maybe on hokmakeup.com or any of the websites. They have multiples of different shades that they do in this series, and each one of them is nice. And yeah, I love this blush palette a lot. For my highlighter, I use this one from PAC, the baked highlighters that PAC has been doing for a while, and this is in the shade BK12. It is almost like a shade that kind of matches, I think, MAC's Soft and Gentle, if I'm not wrong. It is super nice. I think it retails for only 925 rupees, which is super inexpensive for the quantity that you get, because I have been using this bad boy for, I don't know, like, it's been more than a year, and I have been using it pretty like like full ham, like full on every now and then whenever I can wear it. And I don't think I've made a dent in this product even like remotely, and I still have so much more to go. So it's very nice, it's very creamy, super buttery on the skin, and it does give you like that not super intense glow, but something that looks very angelic and very seamless on the skin, and very complementary to brown skin. So if you are looking for a good bronzer, if you are looking for a good highlighter, then check this one out, or check the ones out from the pack big highlighter series range. Coming to brows, I'm not really much of a brow person. I've said that before in my videos. If you watch my videos before, I basically just go out and use this one from L'Oreal, the Brow Artist Pencil. It has a spoolie at one end, and it has a neutral brunette kind of a brown shade on the other, which is sharpenable. So I kind of just use this to kind of fill up my brows, the sparse areas, and just comb it through. And this is actually the only brow product that I've been using for the longest time. I sometimes use a brow gel or a brow setter from Benefit, but that's really much about it. But this is a very good brow pencil. Coming to the most exciting part, the eyeshadow. Now, I have heard a lot about this entire range from Wet n Wild, the liquid highlighters that come in this doe foot cream applicator form. I just never ended up using them because I was like, I mean, you know, what is going to be so great about them? And I just, out of just one day, like off the hook, I just ordered one shade, and this is the shade, I think, Cashmere Love. Yeah. And oh my god, like I'm wearing that shade even on my eyes right now, and all I did is I just took out some product, applied it directly on the lid, no primer, no nothing, no setting, anything. It's bare completely on the eyes, and I just blended it out using a synthetic brush. It is this, I think this brush is from Nykaa. It is just basically a flat shader brush, if only, yeah, it's a flat shader brush. And I just blended out the edges a little bit so that it doesn't look very harsh, but it almost looks like I made a lot of effort and time into doing my eyeshadows, whereas it is just this single product. There is no transition shade, there is no glitter shade separately, there is no crease shade, there is nothing. It is just one color. So if you are looking for a quick like hack to do your eyes quickly, I think these liquid shadows are super nice, and especially this one from Wet n Wild. It's definitely comparable to some of the very high-end liquid eyeshadows that I've tried, maybe the ones from Stila, the Magnificent Metals eyeshadows. You do have to go in with a couple of times to kind of build up the product if you want a lot of intense like pigmentation on the lids, because one layer can look a little more sheer. But all in all, I love this eyeshadow, and I definitely am going to buy the other colors, even while they are a little more colorful. But I am definitely going to check them out from Wet n Wild. So if you are looking for a good liquid eyeshadow and want to do just something on the eyes, and you're not really much into an eyeshadow like blending person, check this one out from Wet n Wild. I've been using this mascara from Chambord, the Volumized mascara, and oh my god, like I have been living under a rock. This mascara is literally my most worn mascara right now. In fact, I probably should do a Battle of the Mascaras part 2 or like the next edition, because I have been wearing a lot of new mascaras and trying them out like I always do, but this one has really left me like surprised and shocked as to how I just did not know about it like for the longest time. I think I probably watched a video from Colorista on YouTube, and she talked about this mascara, and I just ended up buying it, trying it, and I am loving this mascara right now. I have it on my lashes, and while with mascaras there is the rule that not one size fits all, because the lash length is different, lash hair growth, lash hair type is different on people. So it's not essential that what mascara works for me might work the same way for you, but I am pretty sure that this is one bomb of a mascara, and definitely extremely comparable to some of the very high-end mascaras that I've worn and used. So if you are on the lookout for trying out a new mascara from the drugstore, check this one out from Chambord. You guys are gonna be absolutely surprised and blown out of your mind. And finally, coming to the lip combination that I've been wearing the most right now and reaching out to, I've been wearing this lipstick from the L'Oreal Nudes collection. I think this is in the shade No Hesitation. Yes, No Hesitation 308. It is a very nice mauvey, like pinky brownish kind of a color, which is super wearable for someone like me on my complexion, because I am someone who does not really like pinks in general, and I look weird wearing pink colors overall, but brown pinks or mauvish pinks kind of really make my skin look very flushed and nice. And this is one of those lipsticks that definitely complement someone in the brown skin category a lot. So do check this lipstick out. And sometimes when I do feel that it might be a little too pink, I just go on with a lip liner. I'm using this lip liner from LA Girl. This is in the shade Pecan. LA Girl again does really good lip liners. In fact, I have quite a few from LA Girl, and I am planning to do a lip liners video very soon, so watch out for that. But this shade Pecan works really nice as a neutral lip liner for a lot of lipsticks that I'm not able to wear on the regular basis. Either they are too bright or too bold or too cool tone for my complexion. A neutral lip liner really works. Oh, and I was almost forgetting the setting spray that I used. I used this one from Flower Beauty, the Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray. This hydrating setting spray obviously is going to give you a dewy finish. So I think they do a matte version also, which is a matte variant for people who do not want their makeup to look very hydrating or very dewy. But I am someone who's always on the lookout for such setting sprays, and I love this one from Flower Beauty. I think this retails for just about $600, and this is easily my second bottle that I'm using, because I don't know what is it about this mist, but this continuous mist that is there, which is extremely nice to even apply on your face, and it falls very evenly all over your face, all over your makeup. It's not like you have to constantly keep spritzing and it's like a lot of water on your face that it starts to look like too wet. It's a very nice mist, very high quality, almost comparable to some of the very high brands and expensive brands setting sprays that I've used. So if you are looking for a good setting spray, I highly recommend these from Flower Beauty. They have one definitely in the matte version, but also check out this one if you are looking for a dewy finish that can give to your matte makeup, or anytime you just want to hydrate up your face. And with that, that's a wrap for this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure that you thumbs it up, and I do also hope that you guys are enjoying the content on my channel so far. There's a new video that comes out every Monday, so make sure that you subscribe to my channel and also hit the notification bell so that you don't miss my Monday uploads. I'm going to see you guys next week. Have a great week ahead. Stay safe, take care, bye.